Hello guys, welcome back to the Mokey Mokey channel. Today we feature my take on the zombie deck. So I still got my brother Rico here with me.
Hello, sir.
We are showing basically kind of forth and back our, let's call them twin decks, the differences and what kinds of different builds we have. So this will be my take on zombies. We have a similar approach as always, but yet a little different. So I will start by two vampire lords. These are the best zombies.
He's just the best.
Yeah. I played two Ryokuki. The reason why I like to play two Ryokuki is I like to have another big beater that can be special summoned by turtle. I feel like one is sometimes I have like a lot of times the urgent need to have a second one in my deck, and I didn't have, so that's why I added the second one. It was just happening too often, and I was feeling like, yeah, we need another one. So I play also Despair from the Dark because I think this deck is this card is a must for zombie decks, because I feel like saving up against duel, card destruction, against jar, against basically Don Zalug, another Spirit Reaper, because Spirit Reaper is not only played in zombies. So I feel like this deck is really bulletproof against this stuff. That's why we play also two generating mummies. Like your deck does not play generating mummy.
Yeah,
but I like to have generating mummy because stat-wise I like the 1800 as a beater.
Yes.
But compared to yours, I also play Fear from the Dark. Yes. So I have both of them in my deck. And I like to have two special summoners from the grave that get back when they're ditched. And I like to have two that will just recover instantly. So basically, hand destruction against my deck is really useless, because I have that many options against it. Compared to your deck, it's even harder to punish my deck for this. I will punish hard back.
Why exactly the regenerating mummy? So just for the context, what the usage of regenerating mummy compared to despair or fear is.
So generating mummy comes back to your hand when it's discarded by a card effect.
Yes.
And despair and fear from the dark will special summon from the graveyard.
Yes.
So the reason for basically this lineup is you are playing one here and two here. So you have 3 cards to counter that, and they will be special summoned. And I like to have 2 special summon cards and 2 instantly coming back to my hand cards, because I like hand advantage.
Yes.
This deck plays actually by hand advantage. And also 1800 is a little bit stronger as the beast deck. He has also 1500 defense, so his stats are quite good, like this card. So I think it balances really well, because 2 are just coming back and 2 are just special summoning. So you are pretty balanced in this aspect.
So he's for hand synergy cards with like Graceful Cherry, etc.
No, he just does not come back when I use Graceful, but when my opponent discards him.
Yes, but you theoretically still have him in the hand as
that's
discard
what
fodder.
Yes. He's more discarding fodder, exactly.
Yes.
No,
he's just more alive in the hand.
and he's also like another option, because if he gets back to my hand, I still have the option to normal summon him. I don't have to. I can do that. I don't have to special summon him. I can still keep him in my hand for hand fodder, but I also can normal summon him, and it's an 1800 beater.
Yes.
So he has a little more options compared to the other card.
Okay.
And then we play, besides Vampire Out, the best card, because this card gets everything out.
Mr. Special Summon my deck.
Exactly. Then we go for the last zombie in my deck, which is one Spirit Reaper. Spirit Reaper is just amazing.
Yes, I agree.
Sengen, because Sengen.
Mr. Search my deck.
One Tribe, because I think Tribe is really important as a mass removal card in this deck. We play one Sinister Serpent. This deck is so... It makes sense in this deck, because this deck just does not like to lose hand advantage. So you're backed up by Sinister, you're backed up by Generating Mummy, you're backed up by Fear and Despair from the Dark. So any kind of deck that has any cards of making you discard or losing cards from the deck, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna punish you at all. It actually makes your deck stronger. Morphing Jar, because I feel like gaining more power with this is actually really useful. I like also to get a lot of zombies in my graveyard, because I play more Book of Lives. I also like to get cards from my opponent in the graveyard. That's why I play him. I never felt the urge in this deck to have Magician of Faith or something. I could do that because he's simply amazing, but
yes,
I don't feel like it's needed. And then we come to my spell cards, which is Trinity, of course. And then we have standard stuff, more standard stuff, even more standard stuff.
Oh my god, Heavy Storm!
No. It's a no. It's a no to make jokes about this. A big no. Yeah, make jokes about that one. You don't like this.
It's not that I don't like it. I just don't play it on a lot of decks, but I understand every deck that plays it.
Yeah, also, like Generating Mummy is more discarding fodder. So yeah, why not? Two Noblemen. We don't use flip effects at all besides Jar, so we don't care about that. We do play 2 Book of Lives. Compared to Rico, I like to have 2. I really like to see this card. As he said, the biggest advantage of this is banishing one of your opponent's monsters to the graveyard, and the biggest weakness is you have to banish one of your opponent's monsters from the graveyard. So it's kind of really hard to say, this is not a weakness, but it's a weakness because it can be useless in your hand. But on the other hand, I really try to get it as fast as possible because it generates so much advantage. We play double creature swap, same reasons as Rico. We have a very similar idea of this card in this deck. We play also to
Card of Safe Return.
Card of Safe Return as well. Same reason as Rico's deck, but we don't follow up by 3 Last Will. We only follow up by 1 Last Will. I feel like 3 Last Will is really crazy strong if you're going for it in a deck where you have a lot of options. But if you can see in my deck, Rico is following up by Warrior Engine, right? By a small Warrior Engine. But I follow up by cards like Generating Mummy and stuff. So this cannot be special summoned. So the options I have, this cannot also not be special summoned. So the options I have for special summoning are not there. So this is why Last Will is not as strong in my deck compared to his. I just have basically my special summoning options for Last Will are Sangan, a Spirit Reaper, and another Turtle. These are my special summoning targets, which is not bad. It's good, but
it's good, but it's not as good.
You would not basically do that a lot. So 3 is too much for me. 1 is basically the right amount for me. I play 1 Saku. I just don't like attacks.
Skill Drain. Now this is interesting.
I feel like this is the best card of this deck because it makes me win games.
It's
it's strong.
It's strong.
Yeah, it's really strong. Like negating effects is so useful. And what is this deck actually weak against? Banishing. It's weak against banishing. It's destruction. It doesn't matter. Hand destruction doesn't matter. Hand advantage. We always have the hand advantage. We even gain hand advantage by return. So the only thing that's really not good for us is banishing. So banishing comes by BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, DD Warrior Lady, and DD Assailant. DD Assailant, DD Warrior Lady, it does not activate in the graveyard, what a lot of people think. It activates on the field. So this negates this. Also negates any threat by Chaos Sorcerer and BLS. So we're good to go. And this means they have to attack us by force. Which means we can block that. We can do things against this.
Mirror wall them.
We could, but we have Saku. We play Mirror Force, of course. We play Ring. These become more alive by this, if you even because prior is a thing. Remember that. But if someone is summoned and you have this and this, yeah, you set 2 cards. You have this and this, and no, someone goes for a prior BLS, and you just have this, so he cannot go for it, and that means Ring of Destruction, in this case, gets rid of it without any banishing against you. So, if you never thought about this card supports this card. Makes prior a lot worse. Torrential, same thing. Supports this because no prior in this case. Yeah, Call of the Haunted.
But you never said more than 1 spell or trap card, didn't you hear that?
No, we do that. We do that. Sometimes we have to do it. It's.
I'm sorry, Yugi. No, but it's just. This has become a meme by now.
Stop mobbing the guy.
I'm not mobbing him. I actually very, very like his content, and I very much appreciate it. But I so very much disagree about his opinion with Heavy Storm. I just do.
I have also a different approach. He's not Yugi Jesus.
Then what is he?
Mokey Mokey is the only Lord and Savior there is. So, he's a false prophet telling lies to the people. And we are telling the truth.
Alright.
I think that's it.
That's it, yes.
Zombies out. Peace out, guys.
Keep it spicy.